Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for your bonus read. This morning, I've been up since 3, as I do. And this morning, after my meditation, I got into thinking about emotions. Some of us aren't as comfortable with our more negative emotions. And I was watching Richard Grannon, and somebody had said to me yesterday how grateful they were that I'd put them on to him, because he was a person I'd followed when I was going through a lot of my own behaviour patterns, really, to understand, how I'd grown up, and how I'd learned about myself and the influences. Teal Swan talks about, your personality, as Dr. Joe Dispenza does, about your personality only being something that you have learned to do because of your own upbringing. It's not real. It's an illusion. Now, that may sound pretty left field for most of you if you haven't done the work. For others of you, if you've done some of the work, you will understand what I'm talking about. Most of what we do on a day-to-day basis is a result of how our parents taught us, how our friends taught us, what school taught us, what people in power taught us, even our heroes and our idols as children. And that's how your personality is formed. And sometimes when I see, that people need some help because of my own experiences, I sort of give them, a heads up on who to watch, depending on what sort of things they're after. And Richard Grannon for me was, a little bit of a lifesaver for me in a lot of ways, because when I Googled some of the things I was experiencing, whoops, here comes the tower. Some of the things that I was experiencing, I got some of the videos come up, and one of them was Richard Grannon. And I started watching him probably, I don't even know how long ago it would have been now, probably close to 10 years ago. He's huge now because he's just so practical, so down to earth, and so easy to understand. But anyway, I'd put somebody else onto him, and they wrote to me yesterday, and thank you for writing to me and letting me know how much it helped you, because I know how much he helped me. But the one thing he talks about, I've got mozzies everywhere at the moment, they even bit me on the eyes last night. The one thing he talked about just recently, which I understand because I had to go through it, is about how we suppress or oppress our emotions. And the one thing that came up for me is jealousy. Because jealousy, like anger, is a very uncomfortable emotion, and we have to feel them to heal them. Now, some people react from a jealous mentality and they have no control because of that childhood disruption. But other people do understand their jealousies, and they lash out other people that they're jealous of. Many of us just suppress. It's easier that way. If it's anger and it's jealousy, it's better off put away. And it took me a long time to be able to feel my own anger. And I used to say to people all the time, I don't get angry. What a load of crap. Of course I got angry, but I just learned from a childhood that anger is not a very good emotion, and especially coming from girls. So therefore we need to put it away. And now I know how to process that. But it took a lot to do that because it was very, very uncomfortable feeling my own anger. But jealousy is a big one too, especially for women. If we constantly see other people around us either having or achieving or getting or being successful, and we don't feel that we have, look at that, the illusion, that we don't have that, we tend to lash out at others. Instead of just saying and experiencing our own jealousy and looking at how we can improve that, we lash out at other people. And it's not always good. So it's good to feel your emotions, but it's also good to understand that they're your emotions. They are quite normal. They are quite reasonable at times, but that doesn't give you permission to take them out on other people. All right, so we are going into the Wizard's Tarot here for your bonus reading. And I did have the Tower jump out with the 7 of Cups. So I feel like some of you are going to break through some sort of illusion in the next coming weeks, I want to say. because there's abundance here with this Ten of Pentacles. So the Tower is always a card that comes through when we need to rethink something, recalibrate, start seeing our world differently, especially with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups is us seeing something through an illusion. So if you've been raised as a child to think your emotions are wrong or not worthy of you, then you can suppress or oppress. Now, according to some of the most amazing people out there, including someone like Inna Segal, who talks about when you suppress your emotion, when you suppress your feelings, it becomes body pain. I think Eckhart Tolle talks about this as well. So there is a lot of the emotions that we keep bottled up inside of us that suppress our abundance, as well as suppress the emotions in our bodies and keep us in an unfit or an unhealthy state. And it is really hard to go back and work through that energy, but it does take a little bit of courage to start feeling those things again. And I feel like some of you are going through some sort of energy here of a tower, where you're going to start to realize you have to go back to the beginning and start to experience the things that you put away because they were part of who you are. That jealousy, that anger is more than likely suppressing your creativity, your imagination, your psychic ability, your innermost energies. You may be you are absolutely an intuitive person, but if you cover it up with anger and jealousy, your intuitiveness will never be able to come to the surface. So when people say to me, I can't trust my intuition, or I don't understand how to trust my intuition, that is very often because you've dumped a lot of other stuff on it that you haven't wanted to feel, or you've been ashamed of. I've just hit another mozzie on me and I know it's really itchy now. So I'm trying not to scratch. Abundance coming in here. And the Strength card is here. Wow, this is straight away the energy of things hidden away in your shadow side. For me, the Strength card always talks about integrating your shadow side into your full self. And that is the energy that comes through with the Strength card. Inner demons, things you're ashamed of, feelings you don't want to express. Normal, healthy feelings. And always remember, the feelings are very, very normal. How you express them may be different from person to person, and some of the ways of expressing them may not be as healthy. But with the Strength card, I can see there is some need to work on that. Look, balancing your emotions with the Queen of Cups. She's beautiful, the Queen of Cups, because she's learnt how to do that. She sometimes can feel over emotional, but does she express it? No, she knows how to work with her emotions. She knows how to express it in a healthy way, not in an unhealthy way. Okay, Seven of Swords. So some of you living in denial of this. Wow. This is very much the energy coming through from What's Cracking reading. Some of you are hiding all of these parts of yourself deep within the dark side of yourself and thinking because it's the dark side that you can't express it. And because of that, this beautiful stability you have, this stability that you need to have is not coming to you. This abundance, this beautiful feeling of feeling comfortable in your own skin, of feeling happy who you are, is not coming. But I do see you walking away. Look at this. Walking away from these emotional distortions, I want to say, and moving towards the Ace of Pentacles, finding your own stability, finding your abundance. Okay. One mozzie bit me right on the eyelid. I have a swollen eye. Okay. Eight of Wands coming through. No, the Page of Wands. Why have I gone the Eight of Wands? That's Freudian slip. Eight of Wands is a card that talks about things moving rapidly. Some sort of communication. Something coming very quickly here. The Page of Wands is sort of a similar energy. It's a message coming through. Some sort of message that's passionate. Some sort of indication that there's going to be contact from somebody here. And that came up in the TikTok reading today too. Some sort of communication coming in. All right, Page of Pentacles coming. This is what I mean. You're getting, there's the Eight of Pentacles. There you go. I must have felt it coming through. All right, and the Queen of Pentacles. I want to say there's just this really strong energy that something is coming as a gift from the divine, and it's coming through a message through somebody else, which we have heard a lot here and which other readers are talking about as well. Somebody is being, it's almost like they're being commissioned by the universe to bring you the answer to something that you've been struggling with for a very long time. Look, that's the Mozzie that just bit me there. I just caught him on me, which means if you hit them before they've sealed it, they're going to swell up. Whatever this message is, it's coming from the divine. And I feel like this is within the next 8 days to 8 weeks here, with the Eight of Wands being very strong on its energy. Something is coming through as a gift from the divine, and it's going to be delivered by somebody that is close to you, or you consider close to you. Could be a partner, could be a family member, could be a mother figure. Somebody is about to deliver something to you that's going to change. You're going to have a Tower moment as a result of this. All right, let's see where we're going. All right, and you're taking your power back here with the Emperor. There's some sort of soul contract in process as we speak, and it has to do with some sort of codependent or addictive behavior. I want to say addictive behavior here. Maybe what you've been doing is an addictive behavior. And when we say addictive, it may not be conscious of it at this stage, but this gift tells me through this communication you're becoming very aware of this behavior. There is some sort of soul contract here. Five of Cups. Oh, look at this. Two of Pentacles, and we've got the King of Wands coming through. I have a very, very strong feeling that this King of Wands could be your energy, but then it could be the person bringing in this information. This is something to do with this Two of Pentacles. Let me get another card. All right, so we have abundance coming. You've learned to integrate here, or you're going to learn how to integrate your negative emotions or the things you see as negative in with your energies. You're becoming more balanced here with the Queen of Cups. There are things that you've hidden away deep inside of you here that are part of who you are and would give you more balance if you would just accept them in as being your own. I see you walking away from this, I guess, habit or behavior that's kept you trapped for so long. I see you leaving it behind here and walking towards this stability that you may have struggled for in your life all along. I feel like for some of you here with this Five of Cups, it could be quite depressing for you, trying to accept that there are parts of you that you don't see as part of who you are. And maybe if you're not seeing yourself as ever angry, and here we are with the Tower again, which just flipped out at me. If you see anger as being negative and you see your angry feelings as being negative, then you could be suppressing something else. Anger is a normal, healthy emotion. It just needs to be expressed in a healthy way. And I think that's why we feel, because when you're a child, do you express anger in a healthy way? Possibly not. You know, if you're angry because your mum won't buy you something at the supermarket, you chuck a tantrum. And it's a way of manipulating your mother into buying you something, but it's also because you're angry. So you learn that your anger is not very healthy. But then if you get your mother supporting that and buying you something because you've chucked a tantrum, then that's reinforcing the behavior, and therefore you may not always suppress your anger in a positive way. Someone is coming in here to bring some sort of message. It's bringing a Tower with it, and the Tower is a gift from the universe. It's some sort of way of thinking, way of doing, way of being. I had 1444 on my clock then. That's going to help you understand your emotion. You're going to understand how you've suppressed this for such a long time by trying to get away with not expressing yourself. There is a rebirth coming here. Something is moving forward in your life to help you gain this stability. And you're going to move away from things that no longer serve you here. Look at that, and you get a brand new start. Moving into the Nine of Pentacles energy. I'm loving that little read. There is a feeling here for many of you that some of these things have been really holding you back with these Five of Cups. Maybe your behavior may be that you're always stuck in the past rather than seeing the future. Maybe your behavior is about certain addictions you have, although I feel like many of you, these addictions are your behaviors. You're sort of comfortable with this, whatever it is. You're comfortable with doing things this way because you do not know any different. It's like you're comfortable with this sort of energy because you've always done it that way, and maybe you've never thought of doing it differently. There is some sort of soul contract here. And somebody here, could be an Aries, because I do have a lot of Aries cards here. You could be dealing with an Aries. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius strongly, but we do have earth signs represented as well as Capricorn here. There is this real strong energy that somebody is delivering a message from the divine, but they're delivering it as a message to you. This is a gift from the divine. It's going to help you see these patterns and break this soul contract, this karma that's kept you bound and away from your abundance. Just remember here, that's what I wanted to clarify, the Two of Pentacles, Four of Swords, oh wow, okay, Nine of Cups with the Magician. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? Two of Pentacles. There is this energy here of you needing to take some time out. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to get in touch with things here. This may be as a result of this gift being handed to you, but it may also be that you need to do this before to get yourself on a much more sort of grounded or much more grounded energy, especially with this Queen of Pentacles here. There is some sort of wish or something you've been wanting, something that you've put out to the universe you wanted, and it's about to manifest here for you through this process. So if you've been sitting around going, why is it that I've been trying to manifest this? I've put the energy out to the universe and I'm waiting. See how he waits? He knows he's manifesting. As soon as you put the energy into the universe, you start to manifest it. Then you have to let it go. You can't focus on it, because if you're focused on it, then the universe sees it as lack. We don't want to focus. Put it out there, let it go. You can go about your business, self-invest, put all the energy back into yourself and just wait. Something is coming here, but it can't come in until you've released this past energy. The past energy has to go. Could be for some of you that this wish is coming in to show you what you are capable of, how you can manifest. Very deep readings this morning. Very, very deep. Oh, look at the mossy bite as we're speaking. Oh, wow. I don't even know how mozzies get into the house when we have so many. Oh, look, I'm sorry. That's the card we read for the What's Cracking reading. That happens a lot, right? I could have done a 40-minute reading and put both readings together here. 23, this is the card of the Dragon's Jewel. This is inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. 23. I won't read the other one again. If you want to read it, go back to the What's Cracking reading. The Dragon's Jewel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. Oh, wow. It's both ally and challenger at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience a duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another will call you to change direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision-making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? It is not the one that serves your highest intentions. Deliberately feed the other and the jewel will be won in your favour. That is what they're talking about right there. You've got to make the decision to understand what you're being shown. You can't just sit in the behaviour Once this behavior is shown to you, you have to realize that the behavior is not serving you and it's stopping you having your abundance. That is very, very clear in those two cards. Have a wonderful day.